So we are 3 months into 2024 and the real estate market here in the Cleveland area hasn't crashed yet. Or has it? Let's find out. Hi, I'm George Poporad with eXp Realty, and today we're going to take a look at the latest info on the real estate market for here in the Cleveland area to help you understand what is going on and what you should expect if you're planning on buying or selling a home soon. Throughout last year, we saw inventory levels bouncing up and down with no real consistency. There were fewer homes being sold, but towards the end of the year, interest rates started to drop a bit. But through it all, home prices continued to rise. So let's take a look at some numbers to see where we are and where we might be headed as we enter the spring. Now, I say this in every video, but we're going to be focusing mostly on the west side because this is where I live, and these are the areas that I know really well and track numbers on a regular basis. But if you're looking for information on a specific area, please reach out and I'll be happy to share that information with you. So let's get into it. Starting off in Cuyahoga County, the number of active listings, which is how many single family homes were on the market in February of this year versus February of 2023, was down about 3% overall. Nationally, inventory levels were actually up about 15% year over year. So as a whole, we are lagging the national average, but taking a look at a couple of individual west side suburbs, the numbers are up and down. New listings in North Royalton and Rocky River were both down 12%, while active listings in Westlake were up 13%. And Lakewood was up 30% from the same time last year. So I've talked about this before, but this is an example of how real estate is hyper local. The housing market in two cities that are just minutes away can be drastically different. So overall, the number of single family homes coming on the market is slightly down from last year. But what about homes going under contract? Well, looking at the national picture, pending home sales were down about 1% from last year. Here in Cuyahoga County, however, pending single family homes were down 22% from February of 2023 to February of this year. Taking a look at a couple of individual west side suburbs, although there were a few areas where pending homes did increase, we are mostly seeing the same thing. There are just fewer homes going under contract. Pending single family homes in Fairview Park are down 17%. Brecksville is down 27%, Lakewood is down 35%, and pending single-family homes in Strongsville are down 58% from the same time period last year. Real quick, if you're taking anything away from this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I do try to post new and helpful content regularly. So why are the number of listings on the market and the number of homes going under contract down? Well, there are a few reasons. First off, home sales have been sensitive to mortgage rate fluctuations. Mortgage rates dropped below 7% at the end of last year in November and December, and we saw an uptick in activity. Rates are currently sitting right back around 7, so odds are there are some people waiting until the rates drop again before they decide to make a move. There are a lot of people out there that actually want to sell their houses, but they are locked in with mortgage rates at 6%, 5%, or even 4%, and they don't want to buy with interest rates at their current levels. Another reason is that over the last 20 years, the average time that homeowners spend in their homes has almost doubled, from 6.5 years in 2005 to 12 years in 2023. Older Americans are choosing to age in place more often rather than sell their homes and downsize or relocate. So because many of these homeowners aren't listing their homes, there aren't homes to buy, which is preventing others from listing their homes because they have no place to go to. It is a really frustrating cycle. Looking again at interest rates, right now the average 30-year mortgage rate for a conventional loan is just under 7%, while 15-year fixed rate loans are currently sitting in the mid to low 6s. So if you can afford the payments on a 15-year loan, that might be the way to go. So the number of listings coming on the market and going under contract are down. Interest rates are up, so how are home prices looking compared to last year? Well, even though we are seeing price reductions happen on a fairly regular basis, for the most part, home prices continue to rise. Overall, in Cuyahoga County, taking a look at the median home sale price. Again, the median price is the price that sits right in the middle, so 50% of homes sold above that price and 50% of homes sold below that price. The median price point for single-family homes sold in Cuyahoga County is up about 6% year over year, and that trend is continuing out into many of the surrounding suburbs. Looking again at some individual cities, Fairview Park is up about 6%, North Royalton is up 11%, Rocky River is up 15%, and the median price of single-family homes in Strongsville is up 17% from the same time last year. Another number I've been tracking recently is the closed to list price ratio. This basically looks at what the final sale price was compared to the original listing price. For Cuyahoga County as a whole, in February of 2024, single-family homes were selling selling at about 96.9% of their original list price. Now, I mentioned we are seeing price reductions happen pretty regularly. Because of the higher interest rates, home buyers are being a bit more picky with what they are choosing to purchase. And many home sellers are still trying to chase the market that we had a few years ago, but are ultimately settling for a lower sales price. Now, this doesn't mean that every home is selling for below its asking price. Nicely updated homes in desirable areas are still selling really quickly, many of those with multiple offers over asking price. So what do I think is going to happen over the next few months? Well, mortgage rates should remain pretty stable and even drop a bit as we head into the spring and summer seasons. Will we see rates in the 4s again anytime soon? Probably not. Looking at home prices. If sellers are enticed into the market and we see an increase in housing inventory, that should help stabilize prices. It's all supply and demand. As long as the supply of available homes is lower than the demand, then we will have a competitive buyer's market, prices will rise, and buyers will continue to be frustrated. If you are considering buying a home right now, you're probably wondering, is it actually a good time to buy? Well, buying a home is an investment, yes, but it's also a place to live, a place to raise a family, and a place to make memories. So if you have a steady job and income, savings for a down payment, and a specific area that you want to settle down in, then buy now if it makes sense for you. If you're wondering about selling your home soon, the numbers still show that we are in a seller-friendly market. It is just much more balanced than it was a year ago. But if you think it might be time for you to sell, then reach out. Let's have a conversation. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home here in the Cleveland area, or if you just have some real estate or home related questions, then feel free to reach out. You can call, text, or email me. But let's just have a conversation to see if making a move right now might make sense for you. Thanks for watching.